Well, here we are again. I don't think it's any secret. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton joined her husband in defying a bipartisan lawful congressional subpoena to show up today. I think what's most disappointing to the Oversight Committee is the fact that we have, in good faith, negotiated with the Clintons' attorneys for 5 months. Throughout the past 5 months, they've implied to us they were trying to make a date work. In fact, the last date we had, they notified us 3 days beforehand, said that they would love to come, but they have a funeral to attend. And we have bent over backwards to try to schedule the Clinton. No, I'm still talking. I'm still talking. Go ahead. Hey, get him out of here. You're not even a reporter. Get out of here. So here's the situation. We're going to hold both Clintons in criminal contempt of Congress. We believe that because this subpoena was issued in a bipartisan fashion, the Democrats acted the day that the subpoenas were voted on in the subcommittee like they wanted the Clintons to come because they at that time, if you go back, they were wanting me to subpoena the estate, which I did. We subpoenaed the estate and got all the documents, everything. That was what the victims asked. That's what the Democrats asked. I think that's what the American people wanted. We subpoenaed the estate, got 100% of the documents. I have subpoenaed the Department of Justice and Pam Bondi for the documents, which they are producing. Now, we don't like the speed. We all wish the documents would come in quicker, but we've gotten tens of thousands of pages of documents from the Department of Justice. And remember, they made a big document drop, and the Democrats cried foul because they said they didn't.
Demanded redactions.
Right, they wanted more redactions. So they're double and triple checking this. And the Department of Justice is complying with our lawful subpoena. The estate complied with our lawful subpoena. Bill Barr, Alex Acosta came in and were deposed because of our lawful subpoena. This same lawful subpoena was issued to the Clintons, and they've defied it. And you know, Bill Clinton's trying to play the victim card here. Only Bill Clinton could try to triangulate something that's happened, a terrible atrocity to these survivors that have had to endure who knows what from Epstein and Maxwell. So
and their associates.
So we're trying to get answers to the American people. We're serious about it. Once again, not a single Democrat showed up. You know how many depositions we've done? There's always a Democrat here. The former President of the United States, former Secretary of State, neither one of them, not a single Democrat here. So I think the questions that should be asked to the Democrats on the committee are do you still support hearing from the Clintons? Because some have asked what's Hillary got to do with anything. Well, Jeffrey Epstein claimed, and I don't know if this is true or not, because I think a lot of what Jeffrey Epstein said was just not true. But he has said that he helped set up the Clinton Foundation. There are records that would imply that Epstein helped raise money for the Clinton Foundation. And the last thing, we are going to depose Maxwell. As you know, I've subpoenaed Maxwell. We have, and her lawyers asked us to wait till the Supreme Court or the court ruled on her appeal. Then the lawyer said she was going to plead the fifth. We are going to depose Maxwell. We felt like Hillary Clinton could offer some information on Maxwell because Hillary, remember, Maxwell attended Chelsea Clinton's wedding. So, obviously they're
network called and they want you to take your job back, okay?
I'm trying to answer questions. We've got a paid disruptor here. So this is, I feel like the Clintons have initiated the war room. The press yesterday was pretty fair, I think, about Bill Clinton not coming. Because again, this was a bipartisan congressional subpoena. The Democrats voted for this too. So go ahead. Any questions?
Mr. Chairman, do you have any idea of timing of when this might hit the House floor? And will both
Yes.
of these advance
Yes. When will this hit the House floor? We're going to vote on it in committee Wednesday, so we're giving plenty of notice. We're having a regularly scheduled markup for the House Oversight Committee. We will mark up criminal contempt of Congress charges for both Clintons for defying a legal subpoena. Once it passes the committee, then it will go to the full House floor for a vote. They have to notice it 3 days and all of that.
Are you making available to the chairman?
Yes.
Yes, there is obviously criticism that this is a political stunt. Why not focus your attention on trying to get the rest of the Epstein files released, the 99% of those documents?
We've gotten hundreds of thousands of pages of the Epstein files released, and we're still focused on getting the Epstein files released, and they're releasing the documents.
We can walk and chew gum at the same time. We can work on getting the documents, and we can also work on deposing witnesses that have firsthand knowledge of the events circling and surrounding Epstein.
Why aren't you asking the Democrats why they didn't redact the file? Why they wanted to redact the file?
As chairman of the committee pushing for transparency and accountability of the elites with the Epstein issue, what does the Clintons no-show say to you?
What do the Clintons not showing? Well, it's very unfortunate. I mean, this is something if you go back to that committee hearing when it was voted on in a bipartisan manner, there were several names that were agreed to subpoena. Obviously, Bill Barr. Listen, you need.
The record's public. You can take a look at them. Yes, no,
All right.
the record is public.
All right. Look, I just want to note for the people that are watching this live that there's a paid disruptor here that's acting very badly. I don't know where security is, but look, there's something. Just listen. I can't answer questions with this guy, which is what you want.
Let's just disregard. Answer this next question.
No, I'm not answering this question. So, one more question for anybody up here. Yes, go ahead.
That they're willing to appear before your committee in an open setting. Would you be willing to do that?
I think that's something we can talk about. But you remember Hunter Biden said that, and he never did show. So I think that the Democrats are trying to stall, hoping that something else will happen. They were wanting to turn the attention off of the Clintons, which I think is very unfortunate because a week ago the Democrats on the Oversight Committee wanted to hear from the Clintons. They wanted to hear from everyone.
Well, that's an allegation, right? Obviously, they didn't show up today. They're only interested in this subject when it doesn't involve victims and it doesn't involve the political operatives in their party. That's the only time they're interested. When it involves the Clintons or victims, obviously, they're actually not interested, unfortunately.
So here's the real question here. Why wouldn't you want to have Bill Clinton come in and testify? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want Hillary Clinton to come in and testify? Why wouldn't you want to hear from them? Well, the Democrats did vote with us. They did vote with us, and they didn't show up today. No members showed up today. They sent their staff, but they didn't show up.
Maybe they knew that the secretary was not going to show up.
Yeah, and I would also suggest to you that in their statement, they said they indicated they would like Ghislaine Maxwell to come testify. We would too.
We would too.
And so the question I pose to them is, do you want us to go in? Because as far as I know, I'm one of the few that have actually gone into the federal penitentiaries to actually depose people. So we're willing to do that if that's what the Democrats want.
We're going to do that.
Yeah, or do they want us to bring her here? So this is what people should be asking, and the Democrats don't want to be here today. Maybe they knew she wasn't going to come. But the bottom line is this: the Democrats voted for this. They didn't show. We hope that next time they'll show. We hope they'll be there and vote for contempt next Wednesday. The other question I asked them is a million documents were produced. The Democrats asked that they be redacted. Didn't feel they'd been redacted enough. I asked, what kind of redactions are they looking for? And hopefully we'll get an answer on that. But we didn't get an answer today because no Democrats showed today. But these are important questions. We're trying to get this information out and have been trying to get the information out.
And we're going to leave. It's unfortunate this disruptor was here. We'll be happy to answer questions throughout the day about this. We're serious about getting the truth to the American people. It's unfortunate the Clintons didn't show because this was a bipartisan congressional subpoena. So thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Did you accept their sworn statement?